All right, good morning, and welcome to another exciting edition of the Premier League Zone. My name is Anthony Ajulo, and this is your number one family radio station, Inspiration FM. It's a Tuesday, and it's the day for our team of the week. Like I always say, we go back to the previous weekend, we look at all the best players in all the different positions, we mash them up together to form our team of the week. We have our player of the week, our clowns of the week, and of course today you guys will be voting for the manager of the week. We have a very excellent team, a super team here, and you guys will have to decide who would manage this team. The options on the menu: Pep Guardiola reaching the FA Cup final, Erik ten Hag reaching the FA Cup final too, Eddie Howe, that impressive victory over Tottenham Hotspur with Newcastle, Ruben Selles masterminding that 3-3 draw against Arsenal. We have Dean Smith getting his first win for Leicester City, David Moyes as well claiming a victory at the weekend. 4-0 they won at the weekend away at Bournemouth. So these are your options for coach of the week. When we get to that time, we would read out the team, and of course you guys can start voting right now. Remember, you can call us on 081-7313-6193, 081-7313-6193. that is the number to call and send your messages to. Beyond all of this, we also have fixtures to look forward to today in the Premier League. 3 matches beginning the big midweek fixtures in the Premier League, which culminates in that big one tomorrow between Manchester City and Arsenal. We'll be talking about that one on the show tomorrow, of course. And of course, some news items making it around. Christian Stellini has been sacked. Chelsea closing in on Mauricio Pochettino. So it's a busy show we have today. I won't do it alone, thank God. I have the guys in the studio with me. Bode Bruno is here, 𝐤𝐭𝐚𝐲 is here, Steven Mediego is here as well. Guys, how are you doing this morning? Buddy, how are you doing this morning? Feeling alright?
Oh well, very torrid morning.
yes, I can imagine.
The traffic is back on the road, so we're glad to be here.
It's been bliss in the last few days.
Oh, it has been. It has been.
Traffic is the bane of Lagos State. Mr. Keshi, how's your life? Are you feeling good?
I'm fine, thank you. Good morning.
Are you sure?
I don't know what you're asking if I'm sure. I'm good.
Steven, how are you doing? Wait, hold on. Let me. Yeah. How are you feeling? You feeling all right?
I feel fantastic. Diogo is back, so I'm excited. Diogo is back
since this weekend.
Listen,
how many days ago did
listen, fam, when you go to the
let me not go there, Sha. Let me leave it alone. I have a lot to say about what you were going to say, but I'll leave it alone. Anyway, let's just get some things out of the way. Let's start with the news items. Christian Stellini has been sacked. Dion, I don't understand. Interim manager is supposed to be interim till you get a substantive manager. You are sacking an interim manager as what? What is going on at Spurs? That's the question right there on the BBC website. What is going on at Spurs? Can you tell what is going on at Spurs?
I mean, if the guys over there in England don't know, how do you think we are going to know over here? Look, it's just chaos. It's abject chaos. The football is chaotic. Behind the scenes is chaotic. Everything is it's just a very, very poor time for Spurs. And if they continue like this, I doubt if they might make the top 4 at the end of the day. Because look, Ryan Mason there has been a club faithful. I think probably if there's any conversation about anyone that they want to give a statue in the future, they should give him for being very patient and just staying. Because he's been an assistant to Conte, he's been an assistant to Jonas Espirito Santo when he was sacked and whatnot. Now we're still going to take over and be holding things down basically. Given the fact that Stellini has been sacked, I mean, Spurs conceded 5 less than 30 minutes. You as a manager, you understand that Daniel Levy is a very hard man. He has a reputation for being a very, very hard man, especially with how shrewd his deals can be. So we expected, some matching orders, and to be honest, it did not really come as a surprise when the announcement was made. But at this point, with less than 10 games left in the season, I don't think it was a particularly good idea sacking the man. But the form wasn't even looking good. They had not won in last 3 games in the league. They had not won anything. And guess what? They're facing Manchester United next. So I felt like, Daniel Levy, it was a knee-jerk reaction. They felt like something needed to change because the results have been shambolic. And like I said, the football has been horrible. So Ryan Mason, is going to hold the fort. We've seen him do it. We've seen him do it before. I think, Daniel Levy really trusts him, and let him just do it till they find a new manager in the summer.
Steven, where do Spurs go from here?
Well, I think they've already decided where they're going to go. And Ryan Mason he took over when Mourinho left. He had 6 games in charge. He won 4 of them. There are 6 games left in the season. They're hoping that he can do 2 better this time around and win the remaining 6 games. But as far as for where they will go, I do not think it is Mr. Nagelsmann. He's not going to solve their problem.
Wait,
I mean, it hasn't even been announced that it's Nagelsmann.
Okay, no. Let me put it this way: as Spurs gaining a reputation for being a flaky club, a volatile club, a club that is not settled or anything, because again, it looks like a mess. Will there be an attractive proposition for any ambitious manager?
No.
That's the question.
It's a simple no. Julian is coming from the heights of Bayern Munich and all the wonderful things that happen in German football. I think it will be quite a step down if he comes to Spurs. Unfortunately for Spurs, at the same time, Pochettino is not looking in their direction.
Yeah.
Luis Enrique is definitely not going to come there as well. So I struggle to see how they will get a good manager at this point. Perhaps Ryan Mason is the answer for them. Who knows?
Time will tell. Do you want to say
I
something?
mean, look, Spurs have always had the reputation of being a very volatile club. Look at how they, got rid of Jose Mourinho at the cusp of the final. They were on course to win a trophy for the first time since 2008. You sacked the man on the eve of the final. I mean, just a couple. No, was he eve? Well, basically, yes.
Yeah, on the eve of the final.
On the eve of the final, yeah. A few days to the final. So,
go.
I mean, you sack a man like that, Jose Mourinho, the club, and it wasn't even as bad as now because they were still in the top 4 at the time. So, Spurs are a very, very, very unstable side. Any manager who will go there, you go there at your own indiscretion or peril.
We'll continue to talk about Spurs as the weeks progress. But then let me come to you for Chelsea. We hear that they are close. They are closing in on Mauricio Pochettino. Talks are ongoing. Talks are going well. Both parties seem interested in the deal happening, and he's most likely going to be announced Spurs manager. But
Spurs manager.
Chelsea manager. But unlike Spurs, because I was going to link it with Spurs, unlike Spurs, they are going to leave the interim manager to manage in the interim until the season is over, and then he will take over in June. First question: good option for Chelsea?
Yeah. Of course, Pochettino understands the league very well. He's coached 2 different teams in Southampton and Tottenham Spurs, and a chance at Chelsea, who have the better money, who have, or we are trying to rebuild after the old Abramovich and of course Todd Bowley took over. But again, in Pochettino, Chelsea have gotten themselves a very good manager, a manager that wouldn't mind the sort of budget you provide him as long as he gets the good players in. So let's see how Chelsea move on from here. Hope the owner, Todd Bowley, would allow the manager a free hand to do whatever he wants to do.
Time will tell. Anyway, matches in the Premier League. Wolverhampton Wanderers will take on Crystal Palace. I don't think there's much to talk about in that game. Aston Villa will take on Fulham. Not really much to talk about that game.
Take Chelsea now if they win tonight.
Let's not throw Chelsea too much. They have problems.
I mean, it's not about trolling. If Palace win,
It's fact.
it's Chelsea will move to 13.
Let's not throw Chelsea too much. There's only one game that interests me. It's the relegation 6-pointer actually.
Yeah.
It's Leeds United taking on Leicester City. It's a big game down at the bottom of the table. Both teams are not exactly in the relegation zone, but if they fumble, any of them fumble this midweek, one of them or both of them actually could find themselves down in the relegation zone. They're 16th and 17th respectively, Leeds and Leicester City, 1 point separating them. Buddy, how do you see this one going very quickly?
Very difficult. And for Leeds United, they started the season, quite fairly, but in the last few match days, they've actually dropped off.
Yeah.
And if they brought in a manager to come steady the ship, and the ship is never steady. Right now, it's heading towards capsizing at this point in time. And for Leicester City, first win in a very, very long time.
Yeah.
Can Leeds United do it at home? I feel they can't do it. I look at the head-to-head between these two sides. I think Leicester City just about edges it at this point in time. Overall, in terms of quality, this is sort of game you expect Leicester to go to Elland Road and pick up a point. But for Leeds United, they do know that they have their backs against the wall and they need a result desperately. In all of this, I think it's going to end in a draw.
All right, let's call it one by one. Buddy says a draw. Dion, what do you think?
I think Leicester are going to win.
Leicester will win at Elland Road. All right, Stephen?
Leicester will win at Elland Road. I agree with that. I can even hazard the scoreline 2-1.
All right, we shall see.
Leicester's terrible away run.
But they won their last game.
I've always maintained that Leicester are too much to go down.
Yeah.
And I've always believed that they will go on a run at some point to survive. I think it may start now, or it may have started at the
This game is a
weekend.
draw.
We shall see. Anyway, let's just get into the business of today properly. Let's remind you that you can call us on 081-7313-6193. 081-7313-6193. That is the number to call and send your messages to. We'll read them on the show. You can also join us live on Facebook at Inspiration FM 92.3. Just leave your comments under the live feed and we'll read them on the show. So we'll breeze through our team of the week. Reminder, we're looking for a coach of the week. There's Pep Guardiola, Erik ten Hag, Eddie Howe, Ruben Sellers, Dean Smith, and David Moyes. These are the managers we're looking at as our manager of the week. You guys will get to vote for that one. But quickly, team of the week, Jordan Pickford, Everton against Crystal Palace. Yes, it was goalless. Crystal Palace were all over them, it must be said. Pickford made quite a number of saves to ensure that Everton kept that, got that point and kept that clean sheet. Difficult ground sellers back. They got 1 point, to help them on their way to survival. Right back, Timothy Castagne scored a goal for Leicester City, their first win in 6 matches. Actually, got a goal for them as they won the winning goal actually as they won 2-1 against Wolverhampton Wanderers. In the heart of the defense, Fabian Schär kept Harry Kane fairly quiet. Yes, Harry Kane got a goal, but again, it wasn't a vintage Harry Kane performance. Did his business, did his best to organize that backline as well for Newcastle in that 6-1 win over Spurs. Also at the back is 𝐒𝐿 of Crystal Palace. The reason Vincenzo Gaeta didn't have too much saves to make for Crystal Palace at the weekend was the defense was really solid as well, and 𝐒𝐿 was one of the reasons for that. Also, he earns a place here. And of course, Aaron Cresswell had 2 assists for West Ham against Bournemouth from left back. And let me remind you, we're doing both FA Cup and Premier League together, like we've always been doing recently, actually. So that's the way it is. In the midfield, Declan Rice again continued where he left off from the Europa League, a goal and an assist for West Ham against Bournemouth. Carlos Alcaraz, particularly in that first half, it was all over Arsenal. Scored a goal, had a fantastic assist for Theo Walcott's goal as well for Arsenal. So he earns a place in our midfield. And of course, Jacob Murphy scored 2 goals for Newcastle against Tottenham Hotspurs. Going forward, we have Diogo Jota, of course, 2 goals for Liverpool against Nottingham Forest. Alexander Isak, 2 goals for Newcastle against Spurs. And Riyad Mahrez, a hat-trick for Manchester City as they beat Sheffield United 3-0. Scored all 3 goals for them in that FA Cup semi-final victory. Player of the week, Riyad Mahrez, the hat-trick against Sheffield United. Clown of the week, the whole Tottenham Hotspur. Daniel Levy is the chief clown, and then Spurs is the circus. That's the way it is. A very badly run club at this point in time. So they are our clowns of the week. Like I said, we're looking for a coach of the week. The options are Pep Guardiola, Erik ten Hag, Eddie Howe, Ruben Sellers, Dean Smith, and David Moyes. Before we open up the phone lines fully, let me ask the guys what they think of this team of the week. Buddy, let me start with you. Any objections? Anybody you'd like to take out?
I think Sam Johnson deserves a chance.
Fair enough.
Palace
Fair
goalkeeper.
enough.
I think he had a better game.
Did he make all that many saves though? Jordan Pickford. Well, to be fair, Jordan Pickford makes some easy saves look like he's world class.
But for Sam, I think he made match-winning saves for Crystal Palace at home. So I think I'd rather have him in goal than Jordan Pickford. Yeah.
All right, Dion, any objections?
No.
Defenders again, please.
Castagne, Fabian Schär, 𝐒𝐿, and Aaron Cresswell.
I was about to call one, exactly.
Lindelof.
You are a blessed man. Thank you. Because I was about to call for Lindelof. No. Let's not do that.
Man of the match performance.
The same Brighton that beat Liverpool, that sent Liverpool out of the competition, please.
Can't take 𝐿𝐨𝐴.
Why not?
Why can't you?
Why not?
Why can't you?
Crystal Palace against Wolves, really? Is that what Mr. Ejegu, please, Steven, tell us who you would take out and who you would put into this team.
Not a person should be removed from this team.
People are setting agenda.
The other reason why I like to say this is a perfect team is because I do not see Jurgen Klopp as a nominee for coach of the week.
Well, see, there you go.
Despite the fact that he has had to deal with horrible injuries throughout the
Are you kidding?
There you go.
It's an objective team.
Hold on.
It's based on performance.
If Lindelof had missed that penalty and Brighton had won, you would have come here, cracked your jokes, been funny with your puns, and probably put Lindelof as a contender for Clown of the Week.
Anthony.
Yes, you would have. Don't deny it. Don't deny it.
If my uncle wore a dress, you'd be my auntie. What are you saying?
If Lindelof had missed, not to 2023.
Anyway, that's our team of the week. We are looking for a coach.
That is your team of the week.
Can I have the options for coach?
I cannot give you the script again. It's not going to happen.
Well, I have to read it after that.
This is a very
You cannot be snatching result sheets.
I don't understand though.
You cannot be snatching result
Can I have it,
sheets.
please?
as long as it's not ballot paper.
Anyway, quick recap of our team of the week. Jordan Pickford in goal, Timothy Castagna, Fabian Schär, McGahey, Aaron Cresswell. In the midfield, Declan Rice, Carlos Alcaraz, and Jacob Murphy. In the attack, Diogo Jota, Alexander Isak, and Riyad Mahrez. Player of the week, Riyad Mahrez. Clowns of the week, Tottenham Hotspur. Actually, Tottenham are the circus. They're not the players, and Daniel Levy, they are the clowns in it. And then coach of the week, we're looking for that's what you guys will be voting for today. Pep Guardiola, Eric Ten Hag, Eddie Howe, Ruben Sellers, Dean Smith, and David Moyes.
Did you enjoy this video? Hit the subscribe button for more, leave a comment, and like. Thank you.